All right, guys, you can see the title of this video. Everyone's busy, everyone's got stuff to do. The ultimate question is, can you get good results, muscle building, definition type results in as little as 20 minutes of workout? And I'll say right up front, yes, you can if it's done and planned out correctly, which is what I'll be covering in this video. And the first part of making sure it's done correctly is making sure you guys have the right tools and equipment, which is why I recommend a Total Gym or Sony Bench trainer. I'm assuming if you're watching this channel, you guys already have one, possibly even considering one. If you guys do not have one yet, I will link down below in the description box all the recommendations that I have and also the current deals that are going on right now. And of course, if you know somebody that can benefit from this information, because I think this stuff is not really well known and taking advantage of this machine and this type of training, definitely share this content with others. Now, you can certainly take advantage of these short duration 20-minute workouts with like free weights and dumbbells or whatever. But one of the great things about a Total Gym, that's probably one of the best things about a Total Gym, is the fact that you can do so much work in a short period of time on one piece of equipment, making it an ideal, efficient training machine. And you can really reap the benefits of this in really one of two ways with this equipment. You can either do more total work or volume and say that like 45 to 60 minutes of work you would have allotted in a traditional resistance training workout session at the gym. Or what we're gonna get into and talk about in this video is you could do the same amount of work with effective muscle building work that you did in 60 minutes in as little as 20 minutes. Okay, all this to say that yes, it is possible to build muscle and get great results in as short as 20 minutes of workout, but now the question begs itself, okay, how do I go about doing that and how should I design my workouts? I'm gonna give you guys 4 key things to consider. These are more relevant and practical to a Total Gym, but honestly, you could apply all these principles to any other form of resistance training outside and even in the gym. All right, first and foremost is have some sort of plan. This might seem kind of obvious, but if you have 20 minutes in a short period of time, I find people tend to throw everything but the kitchen sink in these workouts, and they're just doing work for the sake of work and just kind of going through everything. That'll lead to kind of my second point in a second, but have some sort of plan or structure laid out. So are you doing a chest focus? Are you doing upper body or lower body? Have some sort of split. This is kind of up to your individual preference. I tend to recommend people to gravitate towards upper and lower body splits. This way it allows you to kind of get at least 48 hours rest between each body part. So if I work my upper body on Monday, I then can hit it again on Wednesday. And this is great because if you want to overemphasize or you didn't hit certain things on a particular day, you then can get back to it on the next workout. Point number 2, and this is really easy to mess up on this type of equipment, is don't do too many exercises and don't throw in too much fluff and don't overload these workouts with a bunch of excess exercises. This equipment, this machine is great in how much you can do in one little piece of equipment, but I always recommend, and I tell you guys, find these exercises that work for you. I recommend a lot of stuff. These tend to be bigger movement pattern based exercises and mentalities. Whenever I put my workout poster together, that again, I'll link it down below, shameless plug, or any of my workouts, I'm always thinking about, if we're talking upper body, I wanna put some pulling movements, I wanna put some pushing movements, and I'm thinking that way instead of like single joint or isolation stuff like forearm or just trying to do a bunch of random stuff. Find those things that work for you, think about them, kind of put them in your mix, and then kind of incorporate them that way. That's not to say though that if you want to change up an exercise from the next set, like I'm gonna do a different type of horizontal push or different type of vertical push in the next workout, or next exercise, sorry, you could do that. Just don't feel like you have to do so much in a short period of time. You only got a little bit of window of time, so find those things that work best for you and your goals. Point number 3 is kind of related to this. So once you kind of find those exercises that work for you, it's important to really stress those specific areas, obviously. So make sure you're doing adequate sets and reps, but don't stress about them too much. Don't go in there saying I have to do 3 sets of chest or 3 sets of back, or whatever, an X amount number of repetitions. Have those exercises in your mind, understand that you want to give adequate work and volume to those, and keep kind of cycling through that workout in kind of like a circuit type fashion. This leads me to point number 4. I always kind of recommend and tell people, especially in a short period of time, chase the flow of the workout and kind of chase, I wouldn't say the pump necessarily, but also definitely chase the stress of the exercise. I don't say chase the pump, the muscle pump we kind of get from workouts. That's kind of a term like pump chasing, because it's not always guaranteed you're gonna feel that way, but what you can generally kind of guarantee and work towards is chasing the stress. The first part, not to jump the gun here, is the chasing the flow. Find exercises, again, that are gonna flow nicely together to kind of save time and also not waste too much time with this setup and putting the pins in and out. That's why I use my angle 90 straps, and whenever I was kind of locked in at the bottom of that glide board to start the workout, that tends to be what I leave it there. I'm not jumping back and forth. That's generally my personal preference in my workout, but it's also there out of necessity because that allows my workouts to go a lot more effective and efficiently, and I just find it's a little more enjoyable. If all those boxes are checked, you're not only on your way to an effective, efficient workout, but you're also likely gonna have a great fun workout as well. And there's something about this machine that kind of gets into that flow state. I made a whole video about that, that if you have the right ingredients, everything's kind of laid out properly, you almost kind of have this out of body experience where everything's kind of working and firing on all cylinders. If you go in there without a plan, you go in there with ineffective exercises and you gotta set up and kind of fine tune things, which might be the case when you first start out, you're probably gonna have kind of an annoying, kind of maybe somewhat frustrating experience, and you're definitely not gonna be hitting an effective workout in 20 minutes. So consider all these things, and it should go without saying, once you find these ideal 20-minute workouts or shorter duration workouts and you're doing them frequently, do them consistently, and those results should come down the line at some point. But just find those things that work for you and stick to it, and you guys will see great results. As always, thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, share this content. Hit the notification bell too. I don't say that enough as well if you guys want to stay up to date on these videos, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.